Welcome to another 3DSMAX WarmUp. Today we're going to be covering this rock wall here. The texture is by Justin Mesner, and we're going to be doing modeling after texturing. It's definitely going to be getting a little spicy and warmed up in here. You can hear it in my nose already. The spiciness is just getting to, okay, maybe that's allergies or something. But anyway, yeah, or it could be literally I just cut this out and I am feeling very spiced up right now. Maybe you're getting a little bit hungry. But anyway, you see you got this nice rock wall, and this is going to be really useful if you've already textured, say, a barrel or another, just a wall or something. You want to add some details to give it a little bit more spice, give it a little bit more detail without having to redo your UVs completely. Right? Now, you don't want to do this for massive details, but for stuff like this, we are going to do that. We're going to start by creating this 512 plane. So we're going to do in the front view, you can go ahead and drag out a plane. And we're going to do 512 by 512. And we're going to be using this 512 texture I'm going to drag on here, which is by Justin Mesner that I found. I'm just going to use this as an example for texturing. I guess we could have done this in the top view. Doesn't really matter which one. But anyway, so what we want is press F4, and we want just to have 0 width segments for now, because we're just going to be cutting out some details here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and throw on an edit poly. And the key to this working here is we're going to do preserve UVs. So it's already got the standard UVs. It's using the whole square canvas for this 512, right? So we're going to turn on preserve UVs because we're going to pretend we've already done basic modeling or and UVing. So this could be a wall, this could be a ground area, like a platform for a mini scene or something like that. Or this could just represent an object. And being that I don't have enough geometry for what I'm going to demonstrate, we're going to use the cut tool. And I'm going to do this simple. I'm going to go into points mode here. You can just press 1 on your keyboard. It'll still stay on the cut tool. And one problem we might have is if we just cut in this with no polyflow, we may have some problems. So I'm going to actually click this point and come out, and I'm just gonna carve out the basic shape here. And for right now, because we're not carving out anything else, I'm just gonna connect these so that we don't have any major glitching here. Because at times I have had some glitching. Alright, and then I'm going to begin to cut out some details here. And I'm also keeping in mind, I'm thinking about how the shape is going to pull out. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the cut tool, and I'm going to go ahead and select and remove some of these excess points here. And these two I meant to have connected, so I'm going to select those and do connect. Alright, there we go. And because I'm already in perspective, I'm just going to grab these two edges here and pull those out. And see, this texture now has more shape from pulling it out. I'm going to do a few more so you can kind of see what this might look like if I continued forward, so you can get a better idea. Alright, and here's my finished product here. Went through and cut it out and turned the F4 off so you can kind of see the layout here. Got some nice detail that you can really see. And I've even pulled out this rock here, and we got some glitching going on. I just pulled out some this rock here and duplicated it just to see you can pull out, even if you're doing something, you could pull out pieces. So if you wanted like a piece of wood and you had done this with wood planks, you can pull out a piece there as well. Right, so you can get some lots of really nice details here. So the only thing I have left to say to give you tips if you use this in the future is to be careful when using the cut tool, because if you just start out here clicking and you kind of do your piece and whatnot, and you come around and you're trying to get some detail, and then you try to connect it in here, you can end up getting problems. So you see, if the points aren't connected, you can get issues like this. But let's just say this is all correct and you get glitching. One of the only ways I've found to do that is just take the edges that are all glitching and just backspace, delete them, and restart over. Generally, I like to start in points mode and come out from a corner and go from there, so that you can kind of get a feel for it, and you can connect your dots, and you can just right click when you're done, right click again to turn off the tool, and there we go. You see I can pull this block out, and any points that don't connect, or like I tried to do that with the cut tool, you can just use connect and connect those points, and it should go ahead and connect that, and then I still get my kind of fancy block here. And you can use other advanced tools like the chamfering and kind of get some of those corners on there detailed. So that's my tips on troubleshooting, kind of using those different tools to figure out if you have any glitching with the cut tool to kind of get those edits in. Hope you're able to use this in future projects.